Alright, and we're back, everybody, with not Space Jam, but with, what is this?
So
This is
close, the Drunken News Game Show.
So we're back with that, Drunken News Game Show, on the Table Podcast. Steve is the maestro now. He looks
But
like
somebody has
I really wish you would have let me get ready before we started, but alright.
Somebody's got a rant. We got 30 seconds, Steve. I'm going to clock it
Yeah,
down.
you can
Oh,
clock
is it my rant?
It's
Yeah.
your rant.
It's your rant.
You were supposed to prepare.
Yeah, please. He doesn't remember what he had for breakfast this morning.
That's very true.
That's a trick question. I didn't have breakfast this morning.
I mean, we do this every time I tell you.
Yeah, Shyamalaned.
Shyamalaned. Alright, Justin, you ready for this?
Yep.
No, he's not.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Alright, this Magic Art jump game is not looking too good.
How much gameplay have you seen?
My Magic Art's pretty fucking huge right now. But yeah, I'm just eating and I don't get to do anything. So yeah, that's really all I got on my mind. How many seconds I got left? Gary.
He's not going to tell you so that way you don't fuck it up like last time.
Why? I didn't fuck it up last time.
Your last rant was 7 seconds.
And then you said...
7 seconds short.
And then you retorted because you panicked.
Yeah, that was a retort.
Well, you're never going to win again. These rants fucking suck.
Terrible.
Terrible.
I mean, I don't really understand what you're saying with the Magic Card game right now because I'm playing in French.
Well, maybe
you're not going to be able to do anything in French.
I will be.
He's going to take that as a personal challenge.
Maybe skip.
I just got my old rod, so I've got that far.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, navigating.
Already,
Maybe I'll go to France.
I already beat my first gym. What's up?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did.
How high you jump?
I don't know, but I beat him.
There you go.
I'll leave you guys alone.
That's all it is. Moving on.
Flipping
Steve,
around.
we ready?
Trying to be ready.
We need 30 more seconds.
Definitely not.
Alright,
Not with those fucking
Not
rants.
from you.
Yeah. Can you 30 seconds of silence? fucking rant.
Well, I thought...
I mean, I miss Anthony's rants.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a fucking solid rant.
solid rant. Probably
Definitely
in
the
the top 5 rants that we've had.
Definitely,
We've only had 5, so...
Definitely
It's
the
not far
best.
off.
It's up there.
It's definitely in the top 5.
So that means mine's in the top 5. So, I mean,
Uh,
I see your point.
No, you've dropped out of the
I
top
think we've
5.
had 6.
No, we've had more, yeah.
We've had 6,
So
and
that
you were
means that
definitely
one of mine has to be in the top 5.
yeah.
So I'm still.
And
You're
that
at 5
one
and
is
6.
definitely number
Top,
6.
it's number 1 of the shittiest rants we've had, yeah.
Hey, well, it's my rant, and it can be as
You
shitty
can
as I
cry
want.
if you want to.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Negative World of Tanks video gets taken down after developer threatens copyright claims. So this comes from Kotaku, maybe. And a prominent World of Tanks YouTuber who was a member of a promotional program for the game had to remove a critical video after the developer Wargaming threatened a copyright strike against it. So this guy uploaded a video. He criticized the Chrysler K Grand Finale's premium tank, a fully loaded version which is priced at $80,
What? Sorry, go ahead.
which he argued lacked realistic weak points in order to force players to spend more money despite being part of a program that gives influential World of Tank players early access to content in exchange for publicity. In the video, which was reposted on another YouTube channel, Sir Fox said things like, "Fuck Wargaming, fuck their terrible way of making these premium tanks lately, and fuck this premium tank in particular." Specifically, he criticized the tank's lack of weak points behind the machine gun ports by showing viewers its collision model, which he argued made the Chrysler K overpowered.
I agree.
What a bunch of fucking nerds. Like, what is that?
Holy
World
moly.
of Tanks?
Yeah, World of Tanks. It's a popular PC game.
Yeah, sure. A bunch
You're
of plebs.
You're
But like,
Brian.
I mean, I
Get with it.
I can get behind the whole I'm
You
pissed
get
off.
behind the tank.
Well, it's $80
It's
for
the
this
same
premium tank that no one can take out unless you then spend $80 on another tank. That's bullshit. But like, what do we?
I mean, there's these games on PC that like I look at and I see a lot of people playing. I'm like, I don't know how much. Like they put a ton of time. There's one game that's like warships, like Battleship, and like people like put real money into these things. And there's like a fighter playing game, and like
Sure.
it's on like that other side of PC gaming that I just won't cross.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really don't like the whole freemium pay-to-win type of model that they're going on here. And then War Games, I guess, is the publisher of World of Tanks. That's fucked up that they're like, you need to take down this video because you said negative things about it, and we're going to... They're taking legal action against him for saying bad things about it, and it's like...
Free speech, bro.
Yeah, like, what legal grounds do you have there?
Well, maybe
maybe
accepted
he's
it.
signed a contract saying I won't speak negatively about it, but even still, it's like now you're throwing your credibility out the window, genius. Like,
Well, I mean, their whole games are built on people's addictive personalities anyways. They don't have any credit to be given. They're fucking stupid. They're all stupid.
Not
This
in
guy's
America.
stupid for playing this fucking game. I don't even feel bad for him.
I mean, I don't either.
Well, I think some people enjoy the game.
I'm sure they do.
That's why they play it. But, I mean, yeah, when you're going at free speech, if I can even speak
Your free speech?
my free speech, don't come at it.
Yeah, don't come at me, dog.
Just don't do it.
Don't tread on me.
Alright, everybody gets a point.
Yay.
Yay.
Flames.
Kimberly.
Next story, U.S. dive into the world of Nintendo on the 2017 Summer of Play Tour. This comes from My Nintendo News. As part of its 2017 Summer of Play Tour, Nintendo is taking its Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS family of systems across the country, so families everywhere can experience the latest installment of these beloved franchises. So we're going to see Breath of the Wild, ARMS, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Hey Pikmin, Miitopia. This is going to just be taken around the country to different
Come on.
cities.
Different malls.
Take
Different
a
malls.
look. What we got?
Although I will say, like, sure, they're just showing off games that are already going to be out at that time, so by the time that these things kind of get around, ARMS will be out, Splatoon will probably be coming out within the month or a couple weeks by the time that it comes around. Oh shit, sorry, I almost spilled my beer.
I almost pulled the gear.
Almost pulled the Gary. But, like,
You don't want to play
every
with
time I go to our local mall, it's dead center in the most populated area intersection, and it's always really cool. There's a bunch of little kids that are trying to get their parents to buy the games, and then there's a bunch of like older guys like myself that are just like, oh, this looks really, really cool. And I think that it's just good marketing and good publicity, but again, at the end of the day, it's like,
And then they go to a store to buy one,
and you can't find them.
you can't find them. So, I mean, it's great strategy.
Well, the games.
It's a bold strategy, Cod, once the end
If
pays
you
off.
find the games, no problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just don't have. You can have the game. It's just gonna be really hard to find something to play unless you know.
Unless you have a friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you know a guy that's going to give you one for free.
Give
It's
you a
not
Switch.
what you know, it's who you know. And
And how you know them.
yeah, Anthony's a good guy to know. He's got switches.
He
up
gave
to
me a
the
free game this week.
Yeah, right.
Also
Shit,
true.
well,
Yeah.
How about that?
Gave me strafe.
Point
Super
for Anthony.
awesome.
Point for Anthony.
I like that.
Mark it on the board.
Yep.
All right.
Stretch it.
Stretch it out.
Stretch it.
Next story.
That's good.
Safety first and teamwork.
This comes from Polygon.
All right. I
My
said this,
favorite.
I think.
Not my favorite.
Not your favorite?
First look at rumored Mario and Rabbids crossover RPG art leaks. I don't even know what I just read.
This looks like the
So
biggest piece of shit.
Do you know what the Rabbids are? It's like it's Ubisoft's like minions, basically.
I have no idea.
They look like little white rabbits, right?
They're little
Yeah.
white rabbits
Oh
that are
my
all like
God.
deformed
It
looking in the
looks-
face. It looks
Brian.
Pretty sure they had a game where they were
Ridiculous.
putting like plungers on the cover.
yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is like where it's Mario characters meets these Rabbids. So it's like there's a Peach
Like
Rabbit.
a super fat peach rabbit that looks like the worst.
It's taking
like,
a selfie.
bestiality nightmare I've ever seen in my life. It is fucking atrocious.
Although I will say the best thing about this art that they've shown off is so it's like this one large image that has Mario on the front, Luigi kind of like over towards the back, and then there's like a Mario Rabbit, a Luigi Rabbit, and then there's Yoshi off to the side with like a bazooka. And it just says the explosive head above Yoshi.
dude.
So are we excited for this game?
So
Hey, fuck 'em.
Maybe-
Interspecies erotica.
only because it's a RPG. So if they make it,
I couldn't look 1 second, 1 fucking second, at a single one of those morphed fucking rabid Nintendo characters. Not even 1 second. No way.
although
No
it's
way.
That probably should have been your fucking rant.
Yeah.
Well, we should have just
It sounded like a rant. I thought we were gonna
we
give
just
him
let
30
them keep
seconds.
going.
just cut it out and put it in.
You
We'll
got
set
it.
and paste.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Are we allowing random rants? I mean,
No, I mean I'm allowing random rants. They're just
Call the
not for
goddamn
the.
tangent.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get back to the basics here?
Oh God, sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah, so back to the game. It's an RPG.
So I could
Looks-
be really on board with like a 3D RPG where if I don't have to pick the Rabbids, I can just pick like, hey, I'm gonna be Yoshi and Mario and Donkey Kong or whatever, and we're just gonna take out these fucking stupid enemies. Sure, I'll get behind it. But if it's not anything, if like I passed on the Color Splash was it on the Wii U?
Yeah.
If it's not a good RPG, I'm not getting it. But if it's a good Mario RPG, I might be able to pass the Rabbids. But those things, like Justin said, what did you call them? A deformed amalgamation of.
I definitely didn't say
BCL.
amalgamation. That's a new one for me. But they just look like the product of interspecies sex. They're gross.
that's worth the point.
Yeah.
Worth the point.
Sex.
Yeah. It's
They
disgusting.
two met.
And
But
this is the product of baby fucking.
I'll be sure to loop in the Pineapple Express here so that way people don't think we're
Yeah, out
fucking
of context.
ridiculous.
Hey, well, we are ridiculous.
Well,
Welcome to the
I
table.
think we're less ridiculous than what those are.
Honestly, though.
If you Google it,
I still don't know what the game is.
they're
You should,
offensive.
yeah,
But
you should take a look
What
at
I do know is the next news story
I know.
What is it,
comes
Steve?
from The Verge. Also another piece of shit site.
What
But
about the Verve Pipe?
I don't know, that sounds like
they got one good track.
Yeah, the freshman. Or we were freshmen, what was
This
it?
is just the freshman.
Yeah, edit that in right here, Steve.
She was touching her face.
I think Justin can just sing it.
I fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember why we died 40 cent. We were nearly freshmen.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. It's for you, Steve.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Microsoft says this Chinese gaming service company is hacking Xbox accounts.
What?
Who's hacking my account?
So,
Like that Overwatch shit on there.
Yeah.
Don't hack that.
Unless they're gonna
since
create it.
2015, a Chinese gaming website has been hacking Xbox accounts and selling the proceeds on the open market, according to a complaint filed by Microsoft in federal court on Friday. On its website, IGSKY presents itself as a gaming service company offering players a way to pay for in-game credits and rare items. But according to Microsoft, many of those credits were coming from someone else's wallet. The complaint alleges that the company made nearly $2 million in purchases through hacked accounts and their associated credit cards, using purchases as a way to launder the resulting cash. On the site, cheap in-game points are also available for the FIFA games, Forza Horizon 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, Pokemon Go, among others.
Shit.
Yeah, I think that a lot of these games that have these purchases, shit like this happens all the time. I think Grand Theft Auto is like it happens quite frequently. I
I
feel
can
like
imagine, yeah.
that people are getting scammed and selling and buying that in-game points and shit. It's fucked up. Scammers out there, man.
Happens a lot in Counter-Strike on PC
Counter-Strike?
because people are buying skins for their weapons and
Mhm.
knives and selling things, and they had these websites where it was like a random lottery. You could pretty much just bet how much you wanted to go in on this lottery, and it'd be like 50 other people betting for this one knife or whatever it may be, and then a lot of it came out that it was all rigged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one's getting shit. Everyone's just getting their money
Yeah,
stolen.
and they were just, these websites are making the money where Counter-Strike Valve kind of.
But this seems like a guy is straight up just taking people's credit cards information right off of their
Yeah,
Xbox.
it's fraud.
Yeah,
It's
So
fraud.
that's
I
a-
mean, and
that's-
what they're
that's
doing
pretty
is
deep.
it's just going. They're taking people's credit cards.
Mm,
They're
selling
turning it
it,
into money, and then kind of they're the middleman there.
Also, just a little fun fact for you guys: always look out for the smaller transactions under $9.50 or something like that, because banks don't actually look at those.
Mhm.
So if you're seeing like a bunch of those that aren't, you're like, oh, I don't really remember spending like $8.50 at that one place.
Yeah, I tested my bank when I went to Vegas.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't tell them I was going to Vegas.
Oh yeah. Did they call you?
They called me
Okay, good.
and spent a lot of
Good.
money.
Yeah, right. They're like, hey, are you in Vegas? Yeah.
I don't know where I am. I'm lost. I thought you guys
In a mall, I can't find my way out.
I didn't text you guys that.
No, you just were like, this place is a maze.
It's...
I got a couple of weird pictures of his rear end that I didn't want to see.
Oh, wonderful. Was it being spanked?
Yeah.
You guys are just making shit up now.
Yeah, I didn't get those pictures actually.
False news, fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Not in my America.
Not in your America. Not with that hat.
Just point Gary's way on that one.
I
I
can't.
can't even see it.
I just don't even listen to the top of his head.
Justin's plagiarism, man. Come on, dude. I literally said that joke last week when I picked you up.
Point for
Who the hell's who was wearing a camouflage hat?
I was. And I said that people couldn't
Well,
see
that's
you
the
driving.
camouflage joke. Well, yeah, but you said
You
can't
just
see you
rip
driving.
that,
But people
put it
would be able to see you driving. They just wouldn't be able to see
The
the
top
top
of
of your
my
head.
And that's what you said.
That's what I said.
Yeah, so we've already had this conversation. Now you
I
take my
guess
joke and you put it
if
on
you
the
wore
podcast.
camouflage
You know
on your
what?
shirt, I would say, oh, it was just floating hands in the head. I mean, that's how camouflage jokes
Plagiarism.
work, Gary.
Not in my America.
Alright. Point for Brian for knowing when to stay out of an argument.
Yeah, good point.
Next one.
Like, seriously, guys.
IGN. From IGN. June, free Xbox games with gold announced. So, you guys are getting some games.
Some 360 games?
Well,
Yep.
You're getting 360
you might be,
games.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So, you're getting Speedrunners
Feel free
for
to
Xbox
skip
One, Watch Dogs for Xbox One,
that. Feel free to skip that.
Assassin's Creed 3 for 360 and Xbox One,
Skip that.
Dragon Age Origins for 360 and Xbox One,
Probably get it.
Probably get that one.
and some
It's the
First one.
third. It's the third. Because they did Dragon Age 2,
Oh,
Dragon Age Origins, which is a
and
prequel.
Inquisition.
and Phantom Dust DLC.
Phantom Dust DLC.
Interesting.
Okay. If you're a fan of Phantom Dust, you should probably pick that
It
up.
sounds like you buy this in an alleyway outside of like a sketchy neighborhood. Phantom Dust?
It's a
Like, what? Who
classic.
plays
Like
that?
it's a drug.
What is that?
It's a. I think it's a card-based fighting game from like the original Xbox, and they announced it like 2 E3s ago, and people went fucking bananas.
It was the first E3 after the Xbox One.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're remaking this!" And then they canceled it, and then like 2 weeks ago they just released it for free. They're like, "Hey everyone, it's actually out. Go, feel free to fucking download it." And people were
Microsoft's
like,
doing some weird shit.
Weird.
Hold on, they're doing weird shit, but they're doing like a ton of like just hey, fan service. Here's a
Yeah,
bunch
something else released
like-
this week.
because like they don't have games right now, and that's fine because they're just fucking hitting you with the Games Pass. They're hitting you with this random ass goodwill stuff that is just so pro gamer that
They're
I'm like
building
whatever.
towards something, and
Hopefully Scorpio is that premium product that comes out and people fucking want it, and then all these other games that hopefully E3 talks about, you're like, shit, I need a Scorpio, shit, let me get all this stuff. Oh wait, they also have all of these other really great things they've been doing over the past 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for their E3 press conference.
I
think they're
mean,
gonna-
people, it's gonna be
it's
a sink or swim
this is
situation.
yeah, this is one of those things where if they have a great presentation, they're gonna take over the market because I mean, Sony has great games in the pipe, but they still don't like backwards compatible. You can't change your names. Like there's just like yeah, we're just kind of doing little things here and there, but Microsoft is really killing it with customer service.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but they just don't have any games.
Yeah, and that's it.
And giving us
Right
Assassin's
now.
Creed 3.
Yeah.
Come on, give us Rogue at least. Fuck.
Exactly.
The one that was just on the 360 and PS3, that one would have been a better choice.
Yeah,
Phil
I'd be
Spencer, get
buying
at
it.
me. I'll give you the games for the month.
I mean, I'd buy it for free.
Perfect.
I guess this is the last story.
Oh shit, let's go.
It's from The Verge. Pokemon Go cheaters are apparently getting stuck with crappy monsters.
What?
So, Pokemon Go developer Niantic has repeatedly made it clear that the company disapproves of players who use unofficial third-party software to boost their experience. Now, Niantic has allegedly come up with a unique form of punishment. Rather than being able to detect and catch the fame's full roster of Pokemon, these so-called cheaters can only spot the most common creatures like Pidgey, Rattata, and Zubat. The shadow ban, as spotted by the Next Web, effectively shoves players into a neutered version of the game where they can't see rare spawns.
Get 'em.
So,
Suck it.
Sounds like an Anthony story.
He was.
He knows the deal about these.
I mean, he's
fucking-
still playing. He's
probably
the only
been
one.
cheating.
Yeah, he's probably pissed right now.
There's a bunch of people
fucking
at
Pidgey.
There's a bunch of people I work with that still fucking play Pokemon Go. They're just like, like, I'll walk to Dunkin' Donuts to grab a coffee, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna come with you. And I'm like, alright, cool. The whole time they're just like, half paying attention to what we're talking about, and then they're just like, throwing
I saw this
Pokeballs.
like tourist and his mom, and he was probably in like his mid-20s, and they were just like looking lost. And somebody asked him like, "You need directions?" And I heard her say, "No, we're Pokemon." And he's like, "It's not called that." And he's just like, I was like, "Oh my god."
It's interesting that it's still being played.
Yeah. So we're in Boston. We're Pokemon. It's not called that. But I'm doing it.
The meatloaf.
Fuck.
But there is actually just a follow-up to Far Cry 5 for last week.
There's an image leak.
So there's an
There's
image
sent
leak.
There's a lot of news we didn't send in. There's Far Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Game Pass.
The
Game
Game
Pass.
Pass that came out this week.
So let's talk about Far Cry.
So Far Cry
Red
5,
Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption 2 got delayed. Shocking.
I'm surprised.
So Far Cry 5 takes place in Montana in Hope County, and the artwork that they showed off is so it is almost a recreation of the Last Supper, where there is a white, seemingly Catholic gentleman at the front, and then there's his followers along the side, and then there's somebody that is tied up, and Sinner is either written or carved into his back. And then there's a church in the background and a lot of like Americana thing going on.
Yeah.
So
It
kind of hits home.
A jet plane on the back.
It hits home a little too close right now for the Americas, but I think that it's awesome.
Justin's face.
Yeah, Justin's face.
I actually
is
saw
priceless.
a pretty funny Photoshop where the
It's
villain
like-
was Trump,
Yeah.
and like the guy that had like sinners on his back, it said emails.
Yeah,
And,
it's,
like-
I think Brian Altano from IGN actually like.
That should have been Hillary, but
Yeah. So, but I think that
We're going there right now.
it takes place in
Yeah.
Montana, and I think that it's a bunch of people are up and outraged that it's like a white guy that is the villain of this, and I think
Why?
that I don't know.
Because everybody's pissed about something.
Yeah,
Well, that's
but
fair.
that's what
that's
makes
very
it,
wise. You get a point.
That,
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably the wisest thing Justin's
Yeah.
ever said.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that is.
That was.
But if that's where
Nothing.
the
It's
game
the
is
best place
heading,
for shit to go down. There's nothing going on there anyways.
How
So
dare you?
anyone's
Minus a
gonna-
point.
I feel like anyone's gonna get hurt out there in Montana.
Are you retorting on your own?
I don't care about the points. Keep them, Steve. You
Right.
should get all the points.
Minus a. Oh.
whoa.
Whoa. Still
So-
minus a point on that.
If the game goes in that direction where it is like extreme Catholic racism going on in that one area, I think that that'll be an interesting story to tell, and a unique kind of thing that doesn't really happen often in video games. So like Deus Ex did that with the whole segregation of augmentations and normal people, but I feel like that'll be
But
another.
it's a little bit different than just straight
Oh,
up racism. In your
Well,
face.
yeah, but that's the whole thing though, is that like how they do it can definitely dictate how.
Mafia 3 was a very racist game.
So I didn't play that, but it sounds like they didn't do it well.
Well, either way, I'm just happy I saw a jet plane because that means I'm probably gonna get my helicopter.
I hope you don't fucking get
I'm
it.
getting my helicopter, bitch. I'm gonna helicopter around. I'm
Although
gonna
it
get,
does
like,
look like in modern day, so you would
I would
probably
be
get
able
what
to
they
have
have.
it, and I could land in the middle of the base. And
So
just
it's not a western like it
be
was
racist or
rumored.
whatever.
But I'm interested to see how the story goes because 3 was really good with the crazy kind of villain, and then you had the Joker basically in 4. I hope that 5 is a little bit more pulled in. So I'm excited. I'm hopeful for Far Cry 5.
Yeah, like I said, I never played a Far Cry, so I mean, we'll see what it brings.
Yeah, exactly.
And then kind of talking about westerns, Red Dead Redemption delayed to 2018 spring.
Did they say spring?
Thought it was October.
It's-
What did I
that's
see
what
for October?
I said that it was coming out either October or September or October of next year. That was me. But I'm going to say it's still going to get delayed out of spring 2018. Although they did release a bunch of screenshots for it, which look
great. I mean,
beautiful.
I'm okay with it.
Well, that's the thing, is that like,
I don't care.
it's fucking Rockstar Games. They are the one company in the entire world that can delay their games over and over and over again, and people don't care. People don't care because they know it's going to. It's a known commodity. They know it's going to be great when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
think
just
people
sad.
just want
It's
this
just
to
sad.
be good. I mean, the biggest thing for me is, I mean, you're coming off Red Dead Redemption. So, the expectations are so high, you cannot fail on this. Like, this game cannot come out and do a Mass Effect Andromeda. Right?
I
But
don't think
it's-
that it will. Though.
It's
Because I mean, look at how good like all their Grand Theft Auto games are, and then Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out, and maybe people don't like the story as much, but they're still so good over and over and over.
Like, what was the last bad thing that Rockstar did?
Red Dead Revolver, probably.
That was good for
Was that
its
even
time. Yeah, that was them.
That was them.
That like Rockstar table tennis, but that was a good fucking
That was
paintball
fucking
game.
pretty good, dude. I mean, they made really good games.
I
mean,
mean,
it doesn't
I'm
scare me. It
fine
doesn't
with
scare
the
me one
delay.
bit.
No, like it could come out in 2020, and I would still just be totally fine with it. Keep
Be
delaying it
stoked on
until
it.
it's done.
Well, I wouldn't be that.
But they hung on to
2020.
their unique.
I know. I'm
Don't
making
talk about it now. It's 2016, Brian.
17, handsome.
But I do like that they hung on to their unique,
My Vice City remaster.
like bullet trajectory mechanic.
Yeah,
They
so
didn't
like
bring
you
it to
hit your
number
shoulder.
5, so it's not going to feel like Grand Theft Auto 5. It'll still feel like Red Dead.
I just want that targeting system. And
Yeah.
so
the
good.
Deadeye thing.
Yeah,
that
Deadeye was so good. Just the
Just-
targeting in
just
Red
gonna
Dead
bring
Redemption was
Someone
still some of the
immediately
best.
to the train tracks.
dastardly.
Day one is you just got to go right to the train tracks.
Dastardly.
Yeah, and I hope they let you emote. Give me some emotes. On the
And then
next
there was also the Game Pass.
Yep. So Xbox Game Pass. So it's $10 a month for over 100 games that you can just stream. I think actually you can download. So it downloads natively to your Xbox. So I think the way that it works is
just they become free.
you get an app, and then within that app you can then download whatever game you want directly to your Xbox. So it's natively on your console, so you can play it. But if you then decide to cancel your subscription, the app is there. It's just you can't log into those games. So I think they have Halo 5. They have a bunch of backwards compatibility games with 360 and stuff like that. It's a great value for anyone that maybe even skipped over the 360 or just.
Gary definitely did not. He's got it.
I'm
He's
still
got-
playing it.
He's
hooked up.
never stopped.
I never stopped, Steve.
So I mean, I think that it's a great
Red Ring
value.
of Deaths be damned.
And I feel like Nintendo could certainly take a page out of this because I
Well,
would.
they need this on the Switch.
If they had it on the Switch, I would be there day one.
Everybody
You were
wants
there.
it.
Day one.
Steve, yeah, I know.
But no, I mean, it's like you said, Brian, Microsoft is doing these customer service based things that is pleasing the actual fans, but I feel and I hope that it's just building towards the Scorpio.
You gotta
And then
imagine.
In the background, they've canceled so many games, like, they're doing all the right things from a customer service standpoint, a marketplace standpoint. Now, I feel like they cut all these things so close to the chest that E3, they're coming out with, like, brand new IPs.
So my nervousness, my hesitation about their E3 press conference is they're gonna show. They have Sea of Thieves, so they're gonna show that off again. They're gonna have the new Forza Motorsport 7 game. They'll show that off, and then they're gonna show Crackdown. Are
That'd
they
be
gonna
fucking
show a
sick.
new game? Like, I would really hope that they have Crackdown and a new game because as of right now, there's like nothing to look forward to. So
I
they
think they're gonna
have
have-
to show.
I think they
something,
have to have
right,
New IPs. I think new IPs.
or
is-
even just like they tease Halo 6. Like you know,
they'll be
like,
coming in with some new IPs. I bet.
was it Halo 4 or was it Halo 5 where Master Chief was in the
Halo
cliff in the desert,
and
right?
they're-
Yeah, that gigantic guardian thing
Yeah.
shows up.
it's
Yeah.
Halo 5.
So hopefully they have something like that for Halo 6 and just like boom, we're teasing it. Next year we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that their press conference isn't like taken up by the entirety of Scorpio.
Scorpio cannot be more than 20 minutes of that. Because
Here it is. This is
This is
what
what
it
it
looks
does.
like. This is
Here
what
are
it can do.
all the games that are for it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep. No, I agree, but we'll see. See what they do.
We shall see.
It's coming up.
It's coming up soon, man.
It is.
Some brief stories. Switch gets fully featured native Unreal 4 engine support with Unreal Engine 4.16.
Good.
It's good news.
Yeah, fucking fantastic. Keep making that connections
to
like,
get the games.
to get the games. That's really
Well,
what
that was-
the news story is. Right
What was it? There was a quote from I think it was Miyamoto, who said that they're using that engine for things like they're working
Yeah,
on
they're
stuff
they're
with that engine.
they're working
Unreal 4 engine.
with it with the Unreal 4 engine. Yeah, so they're
So that's
making
good.
I
they're
almost
making
shit myself when I saw Grand Theft Auto 5 on a Switch.
That's Photoshop.
I know it's completely
Okay.
fake, but like I saw it and I was like, holy fucking shit, they did it, and then it's fake. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they
In
did.
your face. Shyamalan.
And then there was this thing came out, I think today. Capcom will assess its support for Nintendo Switch based on Ultra Street Fighter 2's performance.
They're fucked.
This is the worst fucking business model I've ever heard of. So for those of you that don't know, and Justin, you seem like you don't care.
That don't know.
So what they did was, tomorrow, May 26th, Super Street Fighter 2 HD collection is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. So this is it's a 9-year-old game. It came out on the 360 and the PS3, and it's that arcade 2D side-scrolling Street Fighter game, right?
Where they were like really cel-shaded. They kind
Yeah,
of went to
the hand-drawn art style. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that, which is a fine game. It's fun. It's Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 is arguably one of the best fighting games of all time. Great.
Point for that.
They added a first-person motion control mode that all it allows you to do is shoot Hadoukens out of your hand.
Actually, that sounds pretty awesome.
Nope. Not as cool as it sounds.
Only if it was part of that 1-2 draw game.
That's literally, yeah.
Oh,
1-2 Hadouken! Yeah, what's up?
That would be pretty
That's
good.
a fucking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, write that down.
And then they added a second another character called Violent Ken, which I guess Ken is a fucking pacifist in all other Street Fighting games. So he's Violent Ken, and it's just the answer to Evil Ryu. So it's just like slightly darker. And then you can, they also added, you can change the color palette. And this $20 game that was 9 years ago is now a $40 game on the Nintendo Switch. And Capcom is fucking just taking this as a barometer to see if they're going to continue the support for the Nintendo Switch. Now, Gary, let me ask you.
Ask me, Brian.
If you made a shitty port for a game or for a system, and that shitty port didn't sell well, whose fault is that?
It's their fault. It's Switch's fault.
No, it's not Switch's fault, you piece of shit. It's Capcom.
No, of course. This is
This is not even like it's their new hot game to see if someone will buy their new hot game.
Yeah.
It's a $20 game that was what
10 years
how many?
ago.
9 years ago.
And now it's $40.
And now it's $40 with
And
two
the
pieces
sad
of...
thing is, Brian, people are gonna buy it.
I'm not going to buy it.
I
I'm
know,
a huge
it's not
Street
gonna-
Fighter fan.
It's not gonna sell as well as they
And
hope
they
it
won't
will.
do
Yeah, and then
Boy,
they won't do anything else
yeah.
for it.
It's fucked up.
You know what would be fucking smart of them? Just re-release Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. That would be a perfect Nintendo
What
Switch
about
game.
like
That's
Street Fighter 5?
I mean, they can't run Street Fighter 5 on the Nintendo Switch, dude.
Okay.
Skyrim.
no, I don't think it's.
Skyrim. I'm still waiting on Skyrim. That's when I'll buy a Switch when Skyrim comes out. For it.
There you go. That's the barometer right there.
Yeah.
That's it. I just put it.
Not
put
even
it
the
into
remastered
podcast
one.
Just when Skyrim comes out on the Switch, I'll buy one.
Hashtag fall 2017.
Push back to spring 2018.
Hashtag
Push back
Golda
to
King.
never.
I also wanted to mention now that we're just
Mention
we're
stuff.
just
Yeah,
mentioning
we're
news.
free-forming it. Right?
Right.
we're just going for it. Lawbreakers
Yeah, that.
coming to PS4.
Yeah, I think it's coming to Xbox One too, right? Or is it just PS4? It's
I
also
think it's rumored to come out on Xbox.
$30.
Cliffy B just
Cliffy B.
come on, Cliffy. Justin tweeted at you this week. I couldn't retweet it, but
He said something about smelling your
some
farts for $1.
I
yeah,
bought that for $1.
yeah. But I played the beta of this game, and it's absolutely
From Crash
incredible.
TV. My quote, so fuck you guys.
So Lawbreakers, I've talked about it on the podcast before. I played the beta. I played it at PAX East.
Yep.
And it's an incredible. It's only multiplayer,
Yeah,
but
so
like you said, it's only $30.
Mhm. It's like Overwatch, similar.
It's very similar to Overwatch, hero-based shooter, very fast-paced, zero gravity going on. But now coming to consoles, I think is huge for it because
Yeah.
it's going to sell more. It'll do well.
I think
for-
it's just a smart move.
It is for sure. I mean, I think it's going to
More
definitely heavily
opportunities to
focus
sell.
on PC gameplay
Mhm.
for it because that's what it was
Yeah.
really made for. But at the same time, like coming to PS4 is huge for it.
Well, he's going back to his roots, really. I mean, like, if you look at his, I mean, he made Jackrabbit or something like that, but then he went on to Unreal Tournament, and Unreal Tournament is one of those games where it's like, everyone fucking loved that game around 2000, and that was like
My buddy Alex can attest to that.
I would say, like, that is probably the most pirated game, probably of all time.
I mean, they just... I mean, Cliffy just comes up. I mean, Gears of War, Chainsaw, Assault Rifle. Like, they just come up with these things. Like, Lawbreakers is going to do the same exact thing. I think it's going to be a hit. I don't know if... I mean, it all depends on... I don't know the exact release date for it, but it all depends on when it's being released as far as multiplayers go on console. I think it's going to be huge on PC.
I hope they avoid the whole, like, holiday window thing. They just do it at their own time. Like, late August, early September, I feel would be perfect for Lawbreakers.
You gotta stay away from Destiny.
Oh, yeah, September, yeah.
Destiny's coming out on PC as well.
Yeah.
You gotta stay away from Destiny.
Listen to Gary.
Everybody does.
Listen to Gary.
Hit me up, Cliffy. I waved at you. You didn't wave back.
It's a good start.
That's the news.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
Who wins?
Do we have any? We don't have any
Brian
news,
wins.
right? No, I don't think so. I got like all
The Fry guy wins.
Let's
So,
hope Justin doesn't.
Dude, Justin's coming in hot. with
we
seven.
got Gary, +2.
I'm killing it.
Brian, +3. Justin, +3.
Jesus.
Rock, paper, scissors. Right now. Just go for it.
Don't you do that?
Best of one.
Don't we scream over each other?
I feel like a rock, paper, scissors
Alright,
shoot.
Best of one.
What-
Best of one.
What best of one? Best
Close
of
your eyes.
No,
Hold on.
This is really good
Yeah.
for radio, too.
Alright, let's
Yeah.
do this. Ready?
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors.
Tie.
Tie.
No,
I think that was.
No, I have paper.
Justin, you were paper.
You cheater.
He
Yeah, we
switched.
got
Justin
cheaters.
cheated. He loses.
Yeah. Justin loses.
This guy.
Brian's got the rant.
Justin,
I thought with his eyes
for
closed,
those that
I
are
could
listening,
see
Justin threw down paper. They both had their eyes closed. As he's opening his eyes,
tried
he
to
switched
switch
it
it
to
to
scissors.
scissors.
And no denial. No denial
You
either.
caught me. What are you gonna do? I'm caught. Fuck it. You got me.
guess-
Point for the effort.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying to win.
Yeah. I mean, why did you guys just close your eyes? I'm a fucking cheater.
He had his eyes open the whole time.
Yeah. Who the fuck closed their eyes? Rock paper scissors. Brian. Cheaters. That's it.
But anyways, that's going to be it for another episode of the Drunken News Game Show. We're going to take a quick break and come right back with what we're doing on our site, our Twitter handles, and all of that jazz.
Oh, that's the wrong song.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
It's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam.
Alright. Put your hands in the air if you're feeling fine. We're gonna take it into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam.